Boom, boom. This is Ken. Everybody, welcome back to the Gen Art Big Evidence Soul Land Reloaded up today. And we got a new character as well as a Thanksgiving event. So let's take a look at our new character first. We have got Sword DAO CHEN Shard. And he's SS. Now, this guy's SS. Okay. So, of course, comparable to his S version, which is right here. Now the S version is the highest. He's the single highest damage dealer inside of the S version. So he's a pretty good character. So this right here is taking him to a whole new level. Let's go ahead and take a look at his full picture. I've already got the today. The event was today that he's just released on. So, but he's pretty easy to get shards. I've already got 100 shards for him right here. Sword DAO CHEN. So he's got a pretty good skill set, quite a bit of support as well too, surprisingly, which is unusual for a character like that. It's multiple skins coming out for him. This skin looks pretty cool right here, actually. That's okay, sort of old style. That's pretty good skin and regular, but this is pretty cool right here, actually. That would look pretty cool in 2D up on there. So basically magic attacker. So as you can see, we've got another, it's surprising, I was assuming they'd probably go for a Wu maybe. Maybe a Ning, but surprised that they entered a Chen. So you want to try to get him. I mean, I've got 100 shards. There are multiple events coming on. So basically you can right off the top of the bat, let me show you here. As you collect shards, you get shards, but let's do the actual. This is an example of the event right here. Okay. Now in normal mode, you'll be able to get, if you do the attacks, you'll be able to get 50 shards this way, or 40 shards this way, actually, 10, 20, 30, and 40 shards from this way. All right. Now you'll also be able to get 10 free shards right here for 50, and there's also a purchase right here where you can get 50 of him. It costs, now this is going to cost you 5,000 diamonds, so make sure that you have that. But this is a chance to get 50. So that's the 100 that I have right now. So we've got 100. So we need to get 50. Now what they did on the actual XIN was they actually had the event. I got about 100 or so, and then events shortly after that they had where you could get some more of the shards and usually scrape up enough shards to actually get the character. So that's what we'll have to wait for, because the only other thing I could see them doing would be introducing more on the noble mode here, but they said this is going to 2 days. Now I don't know if they do like others, this will reset. So, and then tomorrow will come up, and we'll be able to get another 40, possibly. There's not going to be any more inside the login, so 2 days you're going to get some diamonds and some SS experience, and some shards, but only for S characters. So this right here, so we'll have to see exactly what they're coming up for in terms of that. But this is all you can get. 100 is the maximum that you can get without spending any. And of course, if you want to get the rest of them, then you can purchase the packs here. You only need to get 50 more, so you could get them either here, something like that, if you're willing to pay for the character. And then of course they got the skin out as well. This is the really cool skin right here. But as you can see, that's 60 plus 99. Yeah, way too high. So also we've got the Thanksgiving celebration coming up. This has got some basic stuff. You know, as you play through the events and stuff, you'll be able to get the rewards. You got cranberry sauce out there. They got turkeys out there, different things. It's pumpkin pie, and as you get these things, you can get the shards and stuff. Like I'm still about 40 shards short on this right here. So you just want to keep playing it as much as you can, and get as much as you can, and look through the stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that you might need at the time that you might want to use it on. Okay. So, you know, make sure that you can try to, you know, be a little, if you come up short, you can get, you know, you can spend some more dimes to get some more of the stuff. So there should be stuff that's on here. Okay, so this is it's a big event. Okay, just read through it and you should be having trouble. This reset, so go through here. You get 10 more shards from the crossbow from within here. So, I'm working up to it. I got 40 more. So, I will get there inevitably in the battle pass. But yeah, so a new character. So he's a pretty good character in terms of if you're looking, building an SS team. So we've also got this event up. And now this right here is they give you a lot of stuff, and you can get it for basics of a sale. I actually did purchase this right here. Let me show you what this gets you right here. This right here is the actual Spirit Avatar Essence. And this is really, really good purchase, simply because of the fact that it allowed me to open up this. Her Spirit Avatar. It costs 150 to unlock. But once you unlock it, it's just amazing what it offers in terms of straight buff. Okay, yeah, like I say, 150 to do the initial activation, then after that, 80 shards to actually, upgrade it. The talent points that come with it, you have different things that it could do. Right now, it just Baby Dog's physical damage has 30% chance of hatching a phantom spider. The spider will crawl towards a random enemy field and detonate, dealing collateral physical damage equivalent to 360% of BD tongues of dark while disabling energy regeneration. So that's a pretty cool little set for her. So I like that. So that's what I went for. And that is like I say, it takes 150 to activate it. If you look on, if you see, it might be 120 to activate it actually. Let me double check that on S character, make sure it's the same. Yeah, I'm sorry, 120, not 150. So 120 to activate it. This can be obtained inside of the Soto Arena. That's right, Soto Arena is active for me. It went active for me yesterday. This is where you're going to need multiple teams. You're going to need 2 teams inside of this, inside of the Soto Arena. That's my team right now. I'm at 15 million, by the way. So as you can see, that Avatar really boosted things up. So basically, what you're doing is you're scheduling up 2 teams, and you just make the best 2 teams that you can. I've just been combining off of each one to set them up. I've managed to get all my characters into gold now because I am up at 62. So I'm full orange in terms of all of my, just even for Tang and IN. So I, I'm just keep focusing through. Try to do at least 100 a day. The assistant has opened up a bunch of stuff. I've now got multiple things that I can choose. Okay, you can choose all these and complete these on a daily basis. A lot of this stuff is stuff that you get from dailies that you have to do. So you can actually do a lot of this stuff without just by clicking on a few buttons instead of having to expend an inordinate amount of time doing those things in between each one, because there's a lot of stuff to do. Time limited events, basically just they still got the gift bag up. As you can see, it starts to get towards the end of the week. I might have to start spending a little bit if you want to do it. But yeah, so another way to get the shards is $29.99. This will give you the 50 shards that you need to actually complete CHEN if you are looking to do that. Okay, so that's, I just wanted to take, they had a new character, and he was interested just this morning along with the Thanksgiving celebration. So you definitely want to do as much as you can in terms of that. The group buy is pretty good. I like the fact that it uses diamonds. I actually purchased a couple of these Doomstones here. It's very, very an extremely rare material. So now's a chance, and they're only 210. So it might behoove you to do it. If you're looking to complete Oscar, you can get some shards inside of here. Also, they have this where you can get some more shards for them if you're looking to, if you're looking to take War God, take him up to his divine skill up. When it gives you a huge boost, this is the way to do it. You can also get some shards for the Heavenly Dragon Horse, then multiple shards for different type hidden weapons, as well as some character shards for BB Dong. IN are in there. some more SS experience. Here's the avatar that I purchased. This is really hard to get, so getting it from here is pretty nice. Unfortunately, it's a little bit on the expensive side. I only purchased, I only needed 5. I was 5 short on BB Dong, so it takes 120, so I think I was at 115. So I purchased 5 just to go ahead and activate the skill, just to see what it was going to give me in terms of that. So that's something that I need to do. I did also manage to finish my S weapon, so now all of my characters now have an S hidden weapons. We've got the sickle on, and we've got BB's got the first SS Moonlit Night. We could transform this and modify this. Actually, gives a pretty good boost when you do the modifications. Okay. Then we've got this is the one I completed today, and I put that on Ren. And then we've got the Fury Tang Lotus on CHEN, and that's the main team. Secondary team, I've got an A+ Fire Dragon Daggers on Tang, and I've got Ayen's got this is a healing, enhanced healing. So even though it's not a very big, it's really good for her. She takes care of most of the healing. And then others are just Bs, that you can get pretty easy. But you would definitely want to focus on getting SS and S weapons for your character, simply because of the fact that they are a huge increase in your damage. It's already got me up to I'm up to 15 million, as you know. Just yesterday I was 14. So a lot of that has to do with the SS weapon that I pulled out, which I completed, and just basically getting everybody up to orange in terms of that. So having pretty fun, having fun. I like the fact that they put the new character. Now, this is going to be a good chance to see if they're going to continue with the goodwill that they show for Tang Sang, enable me to get him, SS version of him, without having to do that. So we'll have to see what they're going to do in terms of will they continue through this week, and we'll be able to get him, because Sword, he does have, he has, he's going to be stronger than his other. He looks like he's dealing, but he notices a lot of support from him. His base S version deals a ton of damage, but there's not a whole lot of support. He has attack buffs, and most importantly, attack speed is what he's looking for. He's going to increase the attack speed. So anytime you see ASPD, that's attack speed. That is one of the most critical stats in any game, any mobile game. Speed is always a big modifier. Anytime you're doing something faster, in this case attacking faster, you're going to do more damage, of course. So he has an attack speed buff, which is going to make him, and it's just for it happens for the whole team as well. So once we get our hands on him, we'll take a look at that, and definitely going to want to bring him up. So we'll just have to see what they're offering in terms of the shards. I just need 50 more shards. So the max you can get today is 100. And I showed you how to do that at the beginning of the video. So go ahead and jump in there. No money was spent, and I got 100 shards. So you just want to do it and just get it out. All you'll need is to put forth is about 5,000 diamonds. So I hope you have enough 5,000. I always keep a large stack of diamonds on hand, simply because of the fact that these events are going to be coming out, and they always offer usually 40 to 50 shards that you can get with crystals or with diamonds. So you want to make sure that you have them ready. So that's why I try to keep at least like it usually when I log on in the morning and purchase everything, I usually have about 17 or 18,000, and usually before I finish for the day, I'm usually back up to 20, and as you can see, that's what happened right here. But that's a really good amount to keep. You could probably get by with 10, but I'm scared to see, like right now, if what they would have done if they'd have came out with those shards, but at the same time came out with an awakening chest, which I think they're pretty sure that was a 6,000 or 7,000 diamonds were needed to purchase those awakening chests. So I'd have been down below. I could have been down below 10, just like instantly. So that's why I like to keep it. I would have definitely wanted to purchase those 2 items. So that's why I keep that much in. I think they're just coming out with so many events that it's just, it's really, you just want to make sure that you have everything on tap. Don't forget about the packet drop. Okay, this is going to be running on for 4 more days, so you should be able to easily get the end of this right here. It's a chance to get 20. That's a lot of shards, or 80 in terms of that, just depending on where you're looking at. So you're going to need to also make sure that you take and look at the stores, because as I said, the only way to level up SS characters is with shards from S characters. So it's important that you get go through the shops, go through the shop at least twice a day, and just make sure that you get all of the S shards. Okay. Anywhere you've got an S shard, pick it up, because that's one step closer that you get to being able to take up your SS characters to another level, upgrade them. So it's definitely something that you want to make sure that you have. Just make sure you use all of your refreshes that are free, and make sure you purchase all the shards. Okay, don't look at it as, even if it's characters that you're not using, it's a shard that you can use for one of your SS characters, which is of course in game, is you want to get as many of these as you can. This is the Soto shop. This right here is where you'll be able to purchase the Spirit Avatar Essence for that special avatar skill that I showed you for BB Dong a little while back. So this is you definitely want to participate inside of the actual Soto event. Just get as high as you can, just to make sure everything's good. Martial Souls, of course, the tournament shop. You definitely want to make sure that you're purchasing all of the shards inside of here. As you can see, I'm got to make sure I snatch up all these, simply because of the fact that these are shards I could use for somebody else, for one of my SS characters. Spirit shop, check-in shop. This I'm going to wait right till the end of the month, and then I'll make a determination as to how many of these I need, and I'll probably get what I need from within here. I'm going to start building up right now. I'm going to hold off on purchasing any of this stuff from here on out until the end of the month, just so I'm trying to get, just so I can be able to get. So I have what's needed. I need 40 more shards, so I can get this weapon at the end of the month. As long as I have, I can get 50. I can purchase 50 of them here. I only need 40. So I'm not going to purchase anything else inside of here for the rest of the month. Just to save up in case I need it. I'm not sure. They're throwing 10 shards here. And for instance, today, as I showed you, inside the Heaven Dew normal mode, they had 10 shards for it. So they'll probably have 10 more shards for it tomorrow. Okay, so that's why I'm holding off. I might be able to just get the shards anywhere very easily through another method. So you want to you want to jump on things as they come, but you don't want to let things get too completely out of hand. And don't start, just buying willy-nilly. You got to once you get into the sort of the methodology that they use for these types of games, you want to look at everything before you go purchasing. I would much rather prefer to actually get it through this, doing something that I have to do anyway. I do this daily because it's always offers something good, mainly because it allows me to complete all these S weapons that I need. And now that I've got S weapons for all my characters, now I can start looking into getting them for I want to get 2 more. I want to have all my 4s to have a hidden weapon, but I also want to put one on XIN and Tang Sang, simply because those two, they utilize their attack skills off of the support role. Because remember, we have 2 levels of support, and we're allowed to utilize one of those skills from each of the support teams. So I want to have S weapons on those as well, so that their attack is, as max as it can be, so that they come in, do their attack, and then they disappear, of course. So that's what we're looking for in terms of that. So I want 2 more S weapons, or SS weapons. And then as I get SS weapons, I can roll off the S weapons and put them on my support characters, and focus just on the SS weapons for the main team. It's a gradual process. Uh, and basically, the events are generous. I really have not seen anything that's indicating to me that uh, they don't seem to be gearing towards a heavy monetization scheme, but it's still fairly early. We're only a little over a month into the uh, you know so it's just one of those things. We'll check 3, 4, 5 months down the road to see how things are going, a year down the road to see how things are going, and see whether or not it's still. But they're releasing new characters, um, SS characters, which is fine as long as they are obtainable uh, without having to from a monetized scheme. Uh, I'd like to see this was here. I think this right here, this DAO CHEN, is going to be a benchmark for what we're probably going to see in the future. Tang Sang was the first character that they entered, SS new character that when we knew he was coming. Um, everybody pretty much knew that they were going to give us an SS version of Tang San. He's the main protagonist for the anime, so we knew we were going to get one for him. Uh, and I was pretty much relegated to the fact that they were probably going to allow it so that he would be obtainable fairly easy to keep people interested. So, but I think right now what we're going to start seeing is we're going to start seeing the actual permanent method. So 100 acquired. So let's see if they, how easy it is to get those other 50, and that'll be a good benchmark. Okay, because they're really not throwing out a lot in terms of shards for the other SS characters, except for Oscar. I don't need a healer. The best healer in the game, pretty much that you can get, is IN. She's a complete heal beast. She heals on just about everything she does. Heals, regenerate, support, attack buff. There's nobody better. Okay, so yeah, and she's an S character. So really, Oscar was not something I wanted to focus on. I wanted to really, you get dive free just by basically if you focus on the game when you first get it. So I knew I was going to get him, but I also wanted to get an SS Tang, and I also wanted to get my second. After I wanted to, of course, get Zhu, but they're not offering any shards for her. Not surprising considering they're coming out with SS characters. This is pretty fast. I mean, Tang was just out 2 weeks ago, and now they're coming out with DAO. But because he has, normally I probably wouldn't spend too much time focusing on him, but the attack speed buff that he offers, it's going to make him extremely good character. So this is definitely somebody that you want to look at. We'll have to make a determination on the other ones. But yeah, definitely would like to see if I could get my hands on him. That would make 3 SS characters. Give me a pretty powerful team in terms of that. So the team I'm running right now is not going to be the end game team, of course. This is a mid game team, and it's functioning well at that. Mid game team with Tang and Ah coming off as supporters with their attack skills. Have had good luck. Able to beat pretty much. Took down somebody that was at 16 in the tournament this morning. So I've got the capability to do it. I actually lost one who was at 14. So there are probably in terms of attacking, there are better ones out there. A lot of the one I lost to at 14, he actually had Zhu. And so I pretty much relegated when I started to fight him. Oh, there's Zhu. I'm dead. And I was, but it was close. But in the end, she managed. She goes to the back. So she took down Chen pretty quick. And she pretty much had BB down to half before I got rid of her. Before I managed to kill her off. But the damage was already done. So it started out. She's fast. She hits hard. And she goes straight to the back. So, as unfortunately not a whole lot you can do about it. So, if she's PvP, Zoo is PvP beast right now. She's still all the top PvP teams have her, and that's what she's designed for, is PvP. So, to counter her, it's best to have another one of her, or multiple SSs, and at the time I still only have Die. Tang will be up pretty soon. I'm about ready to upgrade him. Okay, that'll get him up to 4, then 5. So I'll probably have him. It'll probably be 3 weeks. He'll be into a moon, and then I'll probably start utilizing him. My final team I'm thinking right now is probably going to be Die. I want to go with Die, BB Dong, Tang, um, and Da Yin as the main. But the tank issue is not going away. So I'm going to have to see. There is a tank and the SS, but again, we're not getting any. They're not offering any shards for those characters yet. Right here, he is a tank. Okay, so best tank in the game, of course, but not getting any shards for him. So we'll have to see. It's one of those things that you know, when you're operating from a free to play perspective, you have to take what they give you whenever they give it to you. And you know, as the game, it's growing on me. So, but I'm enjoying it. I haven't seen anything that's hampering. You know, there's no way to beat the you know the whales. But I just want to be competitive in terms of what I like to term the mid to high level. I'm not going to be in the very high level unless you're willing to spend the money on that. I don't. I play the game because I like to play the game. I like the IP. I like the characters, and I like to see how far I can do it without spending a lot of money. So that's what I like to do with these games. All right. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Wish a happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I'll probably end up doing some videos tomorrow on Thanksgiving, simply because of the fact that there'll be a few games will probably come out with events on the day of. I'm thankful that these guys came out a day early, so I was able to get this one out of the way. But I might throw down something tomorrow because I'm sure we'll see some of the games throw out a surprise or two. Azur Lane, of course. We've got the big collab coming up, so we're going to be having to do some videos on that as well. The Gridman collab. This is going to be an all-encompassing event, biggest of its kind. It's sort of a first. As I said in the previous video, we had a Panda collab, but that really did not involve another anime into a real, you know, collab between two titans. So this is going to be extremely interesting, and we're going to do it. I've been saving up all of my bullens, so I'll be able to level up whatever they give us inside of the event in terms of new characters. All right. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, to see the bell. Click on the bell, you get notified. And also remember to like and share the video, as that does help the channel immensely. This is Kenra coming at you from the corner, signing out.